Good morning. This is Dwayne, and today I'd like to take up the dominant 7th chord. We've been working through the basic chord types. We took major and minor and diminished and augmented and 6 and minor 6 so far. So the next chord we're going to take up right now is called the dominant 7th chord. In common usage, it's just called a 7th chord, but it needs to be differentiated from that chord, which is called a major 7th chord. This is not a minor 7th chord. A minor 7th chord is like that, but a dominant 7th chord, or just a plain 7th chord, and if you saw the symbol C7, that's what it would mean. B flat, not B natural, okay? So it's made up of a major 3rd, a perfect 5th, and a minor 7th, or up from the 5th, a minor 3rd, okay? So in any case, it's not the scale 7th, it's the flat 7th of the scale, okay? So that's C7th. And of course it's C7th in any inversion. If I turn that upside down, it would still be C7th, no matter how I voice that, right? This is called the root position, by the way, of the C7th chord. First inversion, second inversion, third inversion, and then back to the root, and so on, okay? So a 7th chord is a major chord plus the lowered 7th. So what would F 7th be, or F dominant 7th? I will stop saying dominant 7th and I'll just refer to them as 7th, okay? So what would the 7th be to F? It wouldn't be the 7th degree of the F scale, but it would be the flat 7th, the lowered 7th, wouldn't it? So that's F7. How about G7th? What would that be? Well, the G scale goes like this. So we wouldn't use the scale 7th, we'd lower it a half step. So that's G7th, all white, okay? Here's the D major chord. Where's D7th? There it is, up a minor 3rd, okay? Because the 7th degree of the scale is C sharp, okay? Here's the E major chord. The 7th degree of the scale is D sharp, so we won't use that. We'll use D natural, the lowered 7th. So that's E7. Let's come down here a little bit. A7. D flat, D flat 7. Notice that this note here, it looks like a B, but it's got to be called C flat. B is some sort of 6, okay? So if you notated that, if you wrote it on paper, you'd have to write C with the flat in front of it, okay? I know that's puzzling to relative beginners, but that's just the way it is in music theory. Here's E flat major. E flat 7th would be the lowered 7th. Here's the A flat major chord, A flat 7th, G flat 7th, B major, B 7th, B flat 7th. Okay, so just to sum up, a dominant 7th chord, or just a normal 7th chord, is made up of the root 3rd and 5th, a major chord, plus the lowered 7th degree. Not the scale 7th degree, but the lowered 7th degree. Okay, you can always find it that way. Now, if I were you, it would be a good idea to play through all the chords we've taken so far, like C major, C minor, C diminished, C augmented, C6, C minor 6, and then C7th. And work through all the chords that way to get them under your fingers, okay? I would do it in both hands too. Major, minor, diminished, augmented, 6, minor 6, 7. G major, G minor, G diminished, G augmented, G6, G minor 6, and G7. And just play through all the chords that way. Probably hands alone at first, and then hands together. If I did hands together, that's the D chord, so D minor is there, D diminished is there, D augmented is there, D6 is there, D minor 6 is there, and D7th is there. And it's probably a good idea to break them up too, because in music as you play, you're going to use patterns like that with broken chords. But in any case, that's the dominant 7th chord. And it's a very useful chord, and you use it all the time in music, so get acquainted with that. Okay, that's it for today. If you like this sort of thing, come on over to playpiano.com and sign up for our free piano tips. And hope to see you there. Bye-bye for now.